Well, it's always about people, about clients. In my view, it's about longevity. You know, if you don't do the right thing, you won't stay around for long. I've been around a long time, and the people that have survived have all had ability to deal with people and deal with them well, deal with them honestly, and that enables you to grow as a business.
I think some businesses in our area fail to remember we have a lot of investors, and we would have hundreds of thousands of investors in our funds. You're responsible for their comfortable retirement, their future lifestyle, and in some cases, obviously, what they're going to leave to their family.
Doing the right thing, realising that it's not our money that is on the line here, that there is an investor, it's a mum or a dad, grandma or a grandfather that is coming to us to provide an income stream.
Any vision just has to be about what the customer expects and what we in fact sell. So we're selling a low-risk, high-income investment proposition coming out of property, and so the vision is very much just about continuing to do that, and in a lot of ways just keeping it very boring.
APN's approach to investing in real estate, at its heart, at its core, really has this property for income moniker. What does that mean? Basically, it means that we're very focused on sustainability and reliability of cash flow. If you look across all of our funds, generally the theme is long-term leases to high-quality tenants that are going to offer investors a very sustainable and reliable income stream. That's really at the heart of what we do.
I like people with passion, and I think we've generally employed people at APN who are passionate about what they do. I always wanted people that were prepared to question, and as long as an organisation has young employees who keep saying, can we do this better? Is there a better way to do this? Then that business will continue to thrive.
I think we get good experience mixed with youth enthusiasm and contemporariness, if that's a word. You know, it's very hard to stay contemporary in this world, so you have to have young people to have a meaning.
I think we've got a great culture, so it's not plastered all over the walls and on the website, but a lot of it's basic common sense stuff. We're a fairly grounded group of people. We take what we do really seriously. I think there's a lot of passion about what we do for our investors, and then I think we're really honest, so it's a critical ingredient for a successful funds management business. Today, APN has about $2.4 billion of funds under management in 4 divisions. So we have about $1.3 billion invested in real estate securities in Australia and Asia. We have a bit over $430 million in Generation Healthcare REIT, our listed healthcare fund, $400 million as well in Industria, our industrial and business parks REIT, and the balance, which is a bit over $200 million in our direct unlisted property funds division.
In 1998, we got approached to set up a funds management business, which really changed the direction of the business from investing and developing property. We moved into funds management, and really the funds management arm got bigger than the development arm.
I'd been searching for 10 years for what I called the holy grail of property investment, which was an investment that provided you the returns of commercial property with the added benefit of liquidity, which at the time the listed property trusts didn't really do. They were affected by movements in the stock market. And that was the origination of the Property for Income Fund. I'd had a couple of meetings with Chris Aylward and Andrew Cruikshank, who were the founders of APN. I put the idea to them that they should support me in establishing this funds management business with the property for income fund as the major product. Fortunately, they took the bait.
If there is one thing APN's known for, it is the property for income philosophy. Investing in property for the income as opposed to perhaps the capital growth.
I think in our first year we raised $1 million. By year 2 we'd got up to 11 million. It was after the third year that we suddenly had the explosion of inflows, and very shortly after that we actually hit the billion. So our strategy was actually one that worked. We delivered performance, we delivered what we promised. We suddenly got investors coming in their droves. It was probably more than I was hoping for. I thought if we could get 200 or 300 million into the fund, that would be my definition of success. When we sort of tore through that sort of level, I suddenly realised we had something on our hands that could get a lot bigger.
I've been with APN for 10 years now, or almost 10 years. I don't know where the time's gone. I've been through the GFC with APN.
The challenging times we did have the GFC were enormous, and a lot of people did go out of business. I think collectively the board took some decisions at the time. Underlying it all was a fairly good reputation. We had been about 5 billion in FUM and we shrank to 1.5 billion, so we're back to 2.5 billion now. I think it was probably the experience in not leveraging the balance sheet and being in a position to continue.
The business could very easily have taken some harsh decisions but had the foresight to stay with the business. Markets were in turmoil. A lot of our peers were laying off staff, yet APN remained committed, firmly committed, to the structures and the teams that we had in place. I think that's shown through in the way that we've been able to rebound post that diabolical period for all investment managers, the GFC.
What people are good at is a combination of their intelligence, their aptitude and their experience. We have people with good intelligence and good aptitude and now they've got 20 years experience. And they're at the prime of their lives, early 40s through to early 50s. Yeah, they are probably the best at their businesses in Australia.
Look, I think the business has got a huge potential. I think we've got a fantastic platform. There's no reason we couldn't be 2, 3, 4, 10 times as big as we are now. I guess I wouldn't want to put a ceiling on it too lightly.
The future for APN is more of the same. We're well known in the marketplace as being a specialist real estate fund manager. Our products are particularly well designed to provide yield to investors. The current environment and real estate in general is an essential product that is going to help Australians and investors meet their needs into the future.
Do you know, if I wasn't doing this, I think I'd be very bored because I genuinely believe I have a great role here. I'd probably be at the beach a lot more, but being a skinny redhead, I wouldn't be out in my shorts too much. I'd probably be in the shade.
I think my time as growing the business is now over. It's time for that younger generation to develop the growth, and hopefully they've got a good brand. I think brand's important, and if they can maintain the type of brand that we've generated, build on that brand and grow the business even further.
We've been through hard times. We've established a base. We talked about contemporariness, and they're very much in their own contemporary world. They have their own ambitions and where they see things in the future. So it would make me very happy if they sort of fulfil their ambitions and APN grows to be a bigger company over the next 10 years. It'd give me a big buzz, yeah. That's where I'd get my buzz.
It's just my bones creaking, Jules.